Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Master Duel. I did my training in the hyperbolic time chamber and I came out of it only slightly better with this deck. Good god, this format is so goddamn hostile right now that something like Evil Twin will only really thrive once the new support comes in, but given its current form, it's definitely a struggle. I can steal wins here and there, but mostly carried by Agnes Day. Like, more than any other thing that's inside this build of the deck, the Fiends parts just absolutely hard carry this deck like no one's a business. So we're gonna jump into the rank ladder, and at the moment that I'm recording this video, the Duelist Cup is cupped. Why did I add an extra sound to that word? But yeah, Duelist Cup is currently ongoing. And it's all Snake Eyes Azamina Fiendsmith. It's all you'll ever see once you reach about level 15, and it's all nearly all the same from there. Something definitely needs to be done, and I actually opened Master Duel today, hoping that there would be an announcement for a ban list change. But I guess they're not gonna do that yet, given that all of the new cards just came out so soon. And I do occasionally see people, you know, rocking blue eyes here and there, but it's just not there yet, guys. Just be real with it. You're not gonna play blue eyes until Primite comes along, okay? So just stick to Fiendsmith and whatever deck is splashed with it right now, and just keep running with it until Blue Eyes Nation becomes a thing. So, without further ado, let's get into these Vtubers. Won the die roll immediately, so that's a good sign. Let's see our opening hand. A banger, if I would ever call it. Unfortunately, well, let's see how far we can go. First we get Sunny Snitch, which it's a searcher that gets a searcher, so obviously my opponent is not going to respond with that. But for now, we're just gonna rock with whatever we have here. So we will normal summon Kiss a Kill, and let's summon Leela from the deck. There we go. And then once we have that in rotation, we'll summon Halloween Leela here. And the sequence that I will always have to keep in mind, always summon Kiss a Kill first, and then you summon Leela second. There we go. Alright, get these out of the way. There we go. And then, there we go. Yes, you will do that. And, oh, we already control Leela, so I guess we already draw our one card, so that's something. And then, well, after that, we're gonna get the adult Leela. There we go. Then, once that happens, there we go. And then, we use her effect. We'll summon... there we go. We'll summon Kiss a Kill from the graveyard. And then, once we do that, we just go full Fiendsmith combo. There's literally no two ways about it. Simply because people tend to overlook it a lot, but Kiss a Kill is a light fiend. Kiss a Kill is a light fiend. So, we're gonna do the Fiendsmith combo. It's not the one that you would normally see because it involves life twins. And yeah, here we go. Agnes Day onto the field. And then once Agnes Day is there, we're going to go into sequence. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna go into sequence. And normally there would be a Beatrice line, but this deck sadly cannot afford it. And there isn't exactly too much graveyard synergies with this deck in particular anyway, so we're going to just work with these materials in specific more than anything else, and hope that the hand traps that we have will be more than enough to save the day. And yeah, that's it. This is literally the entirety of the Fiendsmith Live Twin synergy, and this is already me going through the hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah, the ceiling is pretty goddamn low right now for Live Twins, but I promise you guys, the moment the new support comes in, it's going to at least be a lot better than this and a lot more well-rounded. But for now, you're just gonna have to be happy with Desiree Pass. I am actually considering cutting Lacrima, simply because you do not necessarily have too great of a graveyard line with this deck in particular. So this is all you're gonna end up with, unfortunately. So and sometimes though, this is surprisingly more than enough. but we're gonna see. I mean, this is 2 negates, technically. Then we have Called by Grave, should they have Graveyard Shenanigans, which, I mean, as we're gonna see here, we're gonna max C, and we're gonna find out if my opponent has anything else. While Desiree can negate anything that's face up on the opponent's field, I would rather prefer to it be monsters rather than what you see here. Okay, getting Construct down. That is fine. Target a spell trap on the field and destroy it. You're gonna destroy a sequence. Well, that's one way to force the issue. So we're gonna get Shadow Dragon. Then he'll use Lubellion in his graveyard, which is to be expected. We're gonna see how far he goes here. So that forced the issue out, and if he has a dragon in hand, which I'm pretty sure is going to be typical, okay then, you do that. Okay, you normal summon her, that is fine. Discarding that and milling some more, you make me draw 1 card. Then I'm assuming you're going to make me, you're going to mill yourself. Yes, okay. So this is, I'm just realizing it's a really thick pile of cards. It's over 50, I believe. And, yeah, Fallen of Albaz doing its thing. And he's not using the stuff that's on board it. He's literally working out of the graveyard. So we're going to see where this pile of shenanigans goes. Which will be very shortly, surprisingly. Construct can actually very easily out Desiree. Just crash into it. That's the problem with Desiree. It needs to be able to equip the coffin so that it can do its thing. But yeah, that's not worth using Desiree on. I think I'd rather save Desiree for when he's going to use Construct to try and destroy. Yeah, try and destroy Desiree. So he has to hard crash into Construct in order to make that happen. But let's see how far we go here. I mean, I don't exactly have a lot, but it's going to be... Okay, now you're using grass. Why now? Of all places. Okay, sure. Again, there are better targets, unfortunately. So now we're both down to 30 cards, and he milled over 50. Wait, was it always a 60 card pile? I am not quite sure. So that's what we negate, because we don't exactly have an Ash Blossom. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he doesn't have anything for this. Or at least he's not going to activate Snow. I believe he milled Snow. Let me just check his graveyard. Didn't he mill Snow? Or was that just me imagining things? Okay, probably just imagining things. But yeah, we're gonna negate both Construct and Branded Fusion. And yeah, that'll just force him to crash. And I'll just hopefully be happy with it. But I believe Construct has a, yeah, it has a graveyard effect. So there is that. And then we're gonna use Desiree. We're gonna return this to deck, and we're gonna send something to the graveyard. Send a Tier Limits card from hand to graveyard. Yeah, we're gonna send Reinhardt. Yeah, send a Tier Limits card from your hand to the graveyard. So if this isn't a Tier Limits card, then he'll only have Shadow Fusion in hand. And because nothing activated there, okay, he has a back row. And he's just moving straight into the end phase. Okay, cool. That was surprisingly eventful. We were able to stop my opponent from trying to kill me, at least. So let's see how far we go from here. Secret password is a way to... Ooh, that's actually really nice. We're gonna get secret password, see if the unknown in hand is an Ash Blossom. I'm pretty sure this is one of those tier element spells or branded spell traps that they search off of the course of their combo. Again, I don't pay too much attention to these things, simply because it's just way too much information to keep track of, especially with a deck like this. So we add a monster. I believe we have enough stuff in rotation, and we don't have enough Kissikel, so we'll get Kissikel. And then I believe we normal Leela here. Yeah, we'll normal Leela. There we go. Then we activate her effect, and then we'll do the whole shabangaroo here. He's going to fusion summon, I believe. Yeah, that's what Schism does, right? Yeah. He's gonna fusion summon, so I believe he's going to summon out Winda. Okay, yep, to be expected. So I can only summon one more time, unfortunately. Oh, no, we can special summon. Unfortunately, this will be my one. Yeah, unfortunate. This is gonna suck. This is the last one from the deck, unfortunately. So, let's see what else they do. If they do any monster effects, though, Triple Tactics talent is gonna be live. So, oh, I hit my microphone. We're gonna see if we can draw our way out of this one. Because I do have a Feather Duster, or at least something to get rid of Winda here. Or I could just control it. Then deal a bit of damage. I could do that. But I believe just drawing 2 cards is the more optimal choice here because we can't special summon anymore. Ooh, yeah, this is pretty bad. Oh boy. So, we don't have any of the Unchained in rotation, unfortunately. So, yeah, we may have just lost, or at the very least, I have a very slim chance of somewhat succeeding here, but I'm not too confident in it. I will still keep fighting, just in case I do manage to find a chink in their armor, but again, I'm not too confident about it. So I'll just cut to a more interesting point, preferably the moment where I crawl out of this. But otherwise, they could just use Branded Fusion here and fuse into a monster and then just attack me a bunch of times till I die, because Winda has pretty much locked me out of special summoning here. So either that, or I'll just move to the next duel. I can't even begin to tell you guys how excited I am for the Sky Striker Animation Chronicle. It's going to be a blast. Finally, people like me who prefer to read the lore of the cards, like rather than the anime itself. It's been a highly underrated thing that Yu-Gi-Oh has had for decades, and to finally see it come to life, it's going to be amazing. And we're gonna call by the grave that, because our combo folds to a lot of things. We're gonna go for this duel in particular. We're gonna go with the more quote-unquote expected variation of this combo. You know, sometimes it's just that easy. We take wins like that around these parts. Let's move on to the next duel. I lost the die roll, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass. And opponent's racking an extra thick deck. A 60-card pile of whatever bullshit is available at this current juncture. Our hand has a decent number of starters. It has a way to I still have massive respect for back row decks in this game because they pop up every once in a while and they kick my ass so goddamn thoroughly that I never forget it. That's why I have both Heavy Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster. Out of sheer respect and fear of those back row reliant decks. And the fact that they negated that means that they are up to a lot of bullshit. And we're going to see how much bullshit. So far, we're only seeing the bestial part of the deck. And this is going to reveal a lot. Once they use fusion deployment here, will it be? It's okay, Cartesia. Then let's see, activate that effect. Okay, cool. This is where we negate. And usually there are a couple of choke points in these 60-card piles, and just a naked Cartesia, that sounds so wrong in a lot of contexts, but then again, this is, yeah, it's still wrong. It's the corrupted Ecclesia, so there's a lot to unpack with that if you don't follow the Albaz lore, where she got corrupted and was turned to the dark side of the Dogmatica quote-unquote church. And oh, this is that deck, the one that uses Dark End Evaporation Dragon. And I believe it is just called Dark End oh wait, it is Dark End Evaporation Dragon. So this is the main deck version of a dragon of nearly the same name, if I remember correctly. So, is he really just gonna end on that? Or is he gonna... Okay, he's using it as sacrifice fodder for Lubellion. Okay, so he's gonna combo off from there, but we don't know to what extent. I am somewhat excited. So let's see. Okay, so far it's all branded stuff. Because bestials have been part of the branded deck ever since... they got introduced into the game, so who knows what kind of lines that they have here, especially with a 60-card pile like this one. So let's just, we're gonna see soon enough. Oh boy, again, I am tinged with excitement here. Or, you know, they could just end on the typical board and then it's just 60 cards of whatever bullshit that they could potentially have. We're just seeing the branded bestial part of the deck for now. And if they're just gonna set and pass here, I mean, we're gonna be golden. So, yeah. Magnemite does get to search. So, okay. Druid's Worm is graveyard interaction, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Okay, let's see our draw. Another called by hand, called by the grave. I mean, I keep getting answers, but I guess it's fine. It's fine. We're fine here. We're fine. We're gonna start with Sunny Snitch, but we're gonna lead with Heavy Storm first. Try and bait out whatever is in the back. Do they have a Cartesia in the graveyard? No, they don't. Okay, so they're gonna fusion summon into something. We're gonna find out what it is very shortly. Okay, getting rid of Magnemite there. I'm assuming it's just Mirror Jade. It's literally one of the. Okay, getting Grand Goggle. Sure. Then we Heavy Storm. Wow, they were gonna skill drain me to death. Okay, opponent. Good fucking raid. Holy shit. Send a level 6 or higher monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. So, usually sending stuff from the extra deck because that's what bestials do. Okay, getting Sauronir down. I'm assuming he's going to use that to search a branded spell trap. Do I negate this? I'm pretty sure I should. More than anything else, because I know they have a Druid's Worm in hand, and then they have one unknown. So that unknown had better be a banger, or else I just might run away with this game if I get my combos right. So let's see. So we start with a Sunny Snitch. Let's see if they they did not do anything with that. That is scary. So we're gonna start with Kiss a Kill. Let's see how far this goes. Okay, nothing yet. So we do this. Then we do that. Do you have something for this opponent? Again, you can also just Kiss a Kill all by yourself. It's also just full Fiends combo for some weird reason. Special summon from hand or deck. Yes, so we do that. Then they're both on the field. You can banish this card. God damn it, I was reading! Special summon the Dogmatica from deck or a Despia monster from the extra deck. I'm assuming it's going to be from the extra deck. Okay, this I believe is one of the target asynchro exceeds fusion or special summon to your field and this card destroys blah blah blah. Sure. We're just gonna get another body here with Fiendsmith's Tract. And we're literally gonna combo like these two can sit there, stay pretty while we do a small bit of the Fiendsmith combo here. We literally have the board space. Fiendsmith only really does need like 3 spaces on the board, so there's that. Yeah, about what I expected. They're gonna use Druid's Worm on Luri so that we don't have too much access to the combos, but that's fine. That's why we have these 2 bodies on board anyway. So. That's going to be fine by me. I believe this is going to react the moment I do anything too stupid, unfortunately. So this only banishes synchros. This basically only banishes extra deck monsters. Okay, cool. So we do this. Then we're going to summon out 1. Then it will cause him to react. So that is bad in more ways than one. So, I guess we'll just have to live with it. Because I literally have nothing else. So, we're gonna get Kiss a Kill. And he can't activate Proscanion yet. So, there's that. Then we use Kiss a Kill's ability here to summon out Leela. Then we use this. We could just go straight into Requiem. Now that I think about it, or we can get into Sequence, but we don't have, sadly, a guy in the Agnes Day in rotation yet, unfortunately. So we might just have to go into Desiree and then be happy from there. Or we can risk it, because again, this is the main phase. So there's that. During the main phase, quick effects, so this can also be activated. Actually, I'm not too sure now if this can also be activated during your turn, so we're gonna find out for science, because I very rarely see this guy be used, so we're gonna see how far they go here. I mean, if they stop this, then they stop this, so there is that. And I'm just realizing her art is partially censored, because this is just, these are shorts, and then it, like, there's more, supposedly more skin here. But, okay, yeah. It does also work on the opponent's turn, so we are not exactly sitting ducks. Oh, wait, no, we can dodge that. Because this is a quick effect. Cool. So they may have just wasted their negate. So we do this, then that happens, and it misses the target. Well, quote-unquote misses the target. So we draw one card, we get Secret Password. That is fine. More deck thinning is always good. Then we do that, and then we get... Oh, we already activated one. I forgot about that. Do we just go into Sunny Snitch? Or rather, Trouble Sunny. We could, but we don't exactly have to too much. Ooh, we could, actually. Does this have a way to get itself out of the graveyard? I don't think it does. Magic card from the graveyard, send one evil to monster from your hand, deck, enter face up, send one card from the deck. From the face up. Actually, yeah, this is fine, I believe. It is a light fiend, so there is that. Unfortunately, we don't have too much of a way to make these punch harder, so I guess we just go full Fiends Pet combo from here. So we use Kiss a Kill. Then that happens. Then we use Requiem's ability. There we go. And I ate up a lot of clock simply because I wasn't exactly too sure if this combo was going to work. So here we are now. We're going to adjust on the fly. Then we do that. And then because we have another body, we're going to get into a Requiem. There we go. And then we do this. Get Sequence. And then we're going to Fusion Shokan. We're actually going to summon Lacrima. There we go. We're going to use this and this. There we go. Then put him in face-up attack position. There we go. Then they will lose a bit of attack. Then we summon this out. And, oh, we can actually summon this back out. I forgot it can do that. Special summon Luri. Yes, please. Face-up defense position. There we go. And then we do this because we can. What's our card in hand? It's a Sunny Snitch. Okay, cool. Yeah, we go into Muckracker. There we go. And then once we get into Muckracker, we will be somewhat golden. There we go. Then we get Engraver. We'll send Luri back into the deck. Then we get Engraver back out. There we go. Then we use Muckracker. Then we summon back out Sequence. There we go. We'll discard that. Then we summon Sequence back out. Then we do this. And then we equip it onto Lacrima. There we go. What was my send an equip card and a monster? Yeah, we're gonna send something. All right. So we're gonna send this. Then we're gonna send this. There we go. That's one less problem out of the way. And then we still don't have enough attack power, unfortunately, because this guy is chunky. I believe this is all we can do. Oh my god. Underwhelming, yes. But it's unfortunately all we can do. So that happens, and yeah, he will send something to the graveyard. That is to be expected. But if he sends this, I'm gonna burn him for a little. There we go. So we do that. Then we send something, or rather, we return something to the deck. There we go. Then we burn a little, and then yeah, we'll just pass. Unfortunately, because we can't use Muckracker or as link material the turn it was link summoned. So that's definitely a check on the card, and she's still a pretty damn good card, don't get me wrong, but otherwise, yeah, that's definitely a limiting factor. And yeah, he doesn't have too many resources, surprisingly. Okay, yeah, to be expected. He's gonna call that to his side of the field because it's just extra material, or you know, he could just straight up attack into my shit and bulldoze me over that way. So we may have just lost. Simply because I wasn't able to capitalize on the stuff that I did have, and also because this guy is so goddamn chunky. So I highly doubt I'll be able to crawl out of this one, and yeah, Branded Fusion definitely seals the deal. So I'll just see you guys in the next duel. Won the die roll, so let's see how much I can make my opponent's life difficult. We have a Drone Lockbird, but that's more for my opponent's turn. We have Sunny Snitch, so that is fine. So we're gonna see. We get Sunny Snitch. Let's see if my opponent reacts. Do they react? Is it Max C? Is it Ash Blossom? We're gonna find out. Okay. Smart on them to not react at all. So we already have Leela in hand, so that sort of complicates things. But that just means we get the Halloween Kisikel from the deck. So we normal summon Leela because there are no other monsters. We'll summon Kisikel from the deck. The normal version. Oh, this is where you react. Now you're gonna ash me. Okay then, opponent. That is fine in my books because I opened once again with Called by the Grave. That is fine, but I don't know if it's bait because they could have other hand traps in hand because this format's so bad right now that you need to have at least 2 to 3 hand traps in hand in order to survive turns in this game. And at least at the current moment, I don't know how much that will change once the other stuff rolls around. So we're gonna get there when we get there. But for now, I'm gonna do the old whirly girly combo here. That's just a trademark pending on my part. Whirly girly, you know. So we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna summon Leela. There we go. Then once we summon Leela, we're gonna summon her her adult form, her real life form, because again, reminder, they're Vtubers. The live twins are the Vtuber forms, and then these are their real selves. And then that happens, and no, I don't want to destroy a card on the field. No, thank you. Oh my god. If you not control, oh god, because we control a physical monster, really? Okay, cool. This presents us with an interesting conundrum, and this isn't a light fiend. Holy shit, she is light aqua. Huh, fascinating. I guess, do we do the whole Fiends bit combo from here? I guess. Okay then. Sure. If that's what you're presenting me here. I haven't encountered this line because normally what I would do from here is once the other stuff is online, I would then and only then get into the other parts of the combo. So we're gonna see where this goes from here. I haven't encountered this line before, so we're gonna adapt on the fly. But I believe it's just as easy as going to the Fiendsmith line from here. So here we go. So Requiem, yeah, and I would usually have like Trouble Sunny here at this point. So let's see where this goes. So we do this, and then we do this. Then Engraver, there we go. Then from the graveyard, nothing much, unfortunately. Oh dear, we didn't have enough bodies! Oh no. Oh, so that's what the consequence of this line is. Oh god. Let's just hope that Drone Lockbird will be enough to lock up my opponent here. Because if not, then we are in trouble. So, we're gonna see. Let's just set that to auto, because Drone Lockbird is more of a reactionary card than anything else. So, we're gonna see what my opponent is up to. They're rocking Mutant Sleeves, and they have the one of the Egyptian fields. So, we're gonna see how far they go from here. I'm assuming Drone Lockbird stops them. I mean, it's more than worth it to lose a card in my actual deck, like just to stop my opponent from comboing off. So, you do you, opponent. Go on ahead. Banish one of my engine pieces. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting. Don't get me wrong, but good God, man. Oh my God. Definitely until the new live twin support comes along, this deck, you're just what you're gonna get out of this deck. I'll still keep it around though. It's pretty fun. Don't get me wrong. The aesthetic is really, really nice at least. So let's see how far my opponent goes, and he just might kill me here. Holy shit! Yeah, they're gonna go to that, they're gonna do that. Yeah, I probably have already lost here. Oh, good God. Let's move on to the next duel. Let's see if I can finally pull a win out of my ass here. All answers, but let's just hope it gets somewhere. We are going second, so we have Drone and Lockbird to stop whatever it is my opponent is gonna do, so we're gonna see. And it's a normal 40 card deck. Okay, sending that to the graveyard is always scary. They will be doing a lot of searching though. So Reinhardt is a thing, and we're gonna droll here. If they have an answer, then we are fucked. Or we can use infinite permanence under Kit Kalos if it does come to that. But my opponent's thinking about responding to Droll and Lockbird. And okay, yeah, they definitely had an answer. So now our next stop is using Imperm on their Kit Kalos. And once we stop Kit Kalos, then hopefully we'll get somewhere. Or the other option is to actually stop Rhinoheart. And see if my opponent will have something to extend beyond that. But if not, then we are definitely in a deep trouble here. So we're gonna see. All right, Rhinoheart, yeah, that is fine, and they'll still mill nonetheless, so they will have some form of advantage. But Rhinoheart is controlled advantage, if it is such a term, because it allows them to foolish a monster straight from the deck. So there's that, and Scream is random. So if they don't mill anything useful, then they'll be stuck with whatever it is that I have here. So they sent a Scream. Scream sent Scream, so that's something. Meta Noise is negation. Well, quote unquote negation. Because it's a Book of Moon. Huh, just realized it is a Book of Moon. Ooh, that is fascinating. Add a live twin monster. Yes, we will indeed do that. Let's see if my opponent has something to say about this. If at all, opponent, do you have something for this? Opponent is thinking about it. Like, I mean, we're not in the same field here, and we even have the same mates. So there is that. Okay, we get Kiskill. There we go. And then, what do we have? Okay, not much yet. I think I'm gonna use Secret Password later. So we use Kiskill first. There we go. Then, what do you have for this opponent? I'm assuming you're gonna use one of those things, like right here. Okay, sure. Send the top 3. So he's gonna play on my turn. And he's even gonna maxi as well. Oh boy. So we may have just died. We can just go into Engraver, then get into this, or at least find a way to get to Desiree. So let's see here. So we put this in defense position because we can. Yeah, they draw their 1 card, sure. Oh, amazing that they didn't end on anything here. Okay, cool. So now we use Secret Password so that we can get any live twin monster. Select a card, but if you control a Kissikill monster and a Leela monster, so this is Kissikill and Leela. That's fascinating. Why doesn't it work that way? From your deck to hand instead. I guess if it's not letting me add, then so be it. I expected this to add what I think it should add, but okay then. And it's deck thinning at least. So there's that. Now we use Fiends Engraver to get tracked. We'll still leave these 2 on the field just in case. Okay, sure. We get tracked. Then, just in case either of these is impermanence, I'm not gonna be playing spells and traps on that side of the field. So we get tracked. Then, let's see. There we go. We do this. And then we'll discard Luri. There we go. And then Luri will activate his effect. Then let's see what happens. Okay, Keldo. Sure, that is fine. Using it there rather than on the live twin stuff. So it's a good thing I left these 2 on the field for the time being. So there's that. They're gonna cycle one of their own, which is Grief. So I believe this is the unexpected die, quote unquote, of Telements. I very rarely see this card be used simply because the deck has been like gutted to oblivion. And they literally need all the help they can get. So there is that. So we get these 2. There we go. Then we get Kissikill out. There we go. And yeah, they're gonna summon, but that's unfortunately par for the course. Then we do this. Then we summon Leela back out again. There we go. They're gonna draw a couple of cards out of this, unfortunately, but I literally have no choice. That is fine, actually. Surprisingly, we're gonna be fine here. Oh god, that was the best possible mill they could have gotten. So they're gonna get into Kit Kalos, then it'll be a while before it comes back around to my turn, because they will be comboing on my turn. So Let's see how far they do indeed go. And oh, just getting it to Kaleido Heart like immediately. So they take a bit of burn damage because of that, but I don't think it matters because they'll shuffle away my my only way of trying to win here. Although I do have some bit of recovery, surprisingly. And because they shuffled in my other stuff, I just reload like next turn, if at all. But knowing Tearlaments, a lot of their monsters are huge, so I may just be dead here. So I'm just gonna skip to the part where my opponent has already killed me, or somehow I survive. See you guys there. Nearly tripped over my own microphone. I'm not going to elaborate on how that happened because my microphone is on a table. So my opponent, oh god, it's all starters, unfortunately, but opponent setting, set 1 and pass. Okay, cool. Oh god. Oh no. My worst freaking nightmare. Well, at least I'm ready. So there is that. So we're gonna see how far my opponent's defenses go here. Okay, that is something. Let's see. Okay, yeah, to be expected. Let's just see what they get. Excuse me. Although removing their back row is definitely a thing, we have to get rid of Lady Labyrinth here, the lovely lady herself. So this is gonna be a rough ride. I finally face off against one of the back row decks that I fear. The other one being YuGiOh. That deck has seen quite the resurgence ever since Fiends came in. It definitely gave support, a lot of support for Snake Eyes Rescue Ace, and that deck is still kicking, by the way. Special thanks to Fiendsmith. Okay, only she cannot be destroyed by card effects, right? So I believe the correct course of action is to literally 1-for-1 the card in the back. And okay, that is fine by me, using it preemptively here. And yeah, setting a trap with a different name, sure. I mean, if he sets like the Black Goat Who Laughs, and then calls a Synchro Monster, thinking that this is Tenpai, then he has another thing coming, unfortunately. Opponent, I don't think you have enough resources to make Simultaneous Equation Cannon work a second time, but I guess there is actually a, from what I hear, because I haven't seen it, there is supposedly a spreadsheet that details exactly the combination of monsters you should have in your extra deck in order to make Simultaneous Equation Cannon work. And it's insane how far certain people would go for certain things. So we get Secret Password here, which will get a Sunny Snitch. Then Sunny Snitch will get us somewhat started. Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. Oh no. It's not Ash Blossom and Joyous Feet, unfortunately. Therefore, you will get Cross Out Designator. And once again, always banish the Royal Rare. Just to style on my opponent a bit. Sad that I didn't get a normal gloss finish, Ash Blossom and Joyous Feet. So, what can you do? So that I have like three cards, rather 3 copies of the card, but all across different rarities, as I like to inflict psychological damage to my opponents like that. Okay, so we get Sunny Snitch, and yes, we add a card from deck to hand. I'm assuming, I guess we always get Kissikel first, more than anything else. There we go. Do you have something for that opponent? Do you have Droll? No, you do not. Okay, cool. Then we get Kissikel. Then after Kissikel, have something for this. Okay, now you maxi. Sure. We do need a way to get past Lady of the Labyrinth here, but she is horribly unprotected, so there is that. Do we summon this instead? Nah, summoning Leela out is like the only recourse of action, unfortunately. Although this could potentially draw them into something. So we're just gonna do the things here. Like we're probably just gonna end on Desiree and then hope for the best. So we're gonna see, and she only can't be destroyed, right? But she can't be targeted. Shit. I do remember that Desiree targets. If I let me see the wording. I don't think it targets, question mark. No, the send targets. But yeah, the negate that Desiree has doesn't target, so that's good. That's good. That is a good. And Kissikill is a Cybers. What the hell? So it's only their VTuber forms that are fiends. Okay, cool. Cool deck. Cool. Okay. So I guess we just combo off. We're gonna take on the Maxi challenge and lose from there. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. Okay, yeah, there we go. You're gonna set a discarding that. At least we can do this at quick effect speed, so there is that. And I believe they use transaction rollback here, just so that they can wipe my board, quote unquote. Although I do have Engraver in hand, so or Agnes Day, sorry, as I prefer to call them. I'm assuming they get something else because Daruma Cannon is a lot better in the graveyard right now because they have transaction rollback in there. So yeah, I mean, about what I expected. They're gonna wipe my board here, so that I won't be able to do anything anymore. And I believe we can't change position. Oh wait, no, we can, but just not now. Oh right, I forgot we can do this. We summon Lacrima, Fusion Material, this, and this. I forgot we can do that. So her defense is sadly really big, so we're gonna have to think of a way to get rid of that thing. So we get Lacrima, there we go. Then we can revive Kissikill, but unfortunately we don't have a Lila in rotation. So yeah, I guess just getting Engraver is the way to go. Then we do this. There we go. We got Engraver. There we go. Unfortunate that we have to give my opponent a lot of cards here. Do we just go into Wave Hiking Caesar, surprisingly? And then hope for the best, question mark? I mean, she only has like 2,900 attack. And then if he does indeed try to summon, he will gain 1,800. One other. Oh wait, no. He only makes other DD monsters. Gain that attack, unfortunately. Do we have enough lights? Yes, we do. All right, cool. We'll just end on Desiree and then hope for the best. There we go. So we get sequence. There we go. Then Lacrima. Yes, use your effect. We will. Oh, we already shuffled it into the deck. That is scary. So we get Kissikill. There we go. And then we can still do the thing. Cool. Right. Because we have Lacrima, right? So we get this, then this, then this. There we go. Probably should have summoned out the coffin so that it will have 3,400. And then now that he'll be able to punch over lovely lady here. But yeah, that's definitely a mistake. But we can do this. Scare my opponent a little. Then do we just move into combat here and trigger my opponent's shenanigans? Let me just check what the lovely lady does. Excuse me, opponent, while I read back here. Scrolling. Oh god, it's pretty goddamn far. What does the lovely lady do? There she is. When you control set card, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. Definitely not beneficial to attack at all. We're just going to negate whatever it is my opponent is gonna try to do. Unfortunately, once he does flip up the lovely lady, we can only use Desiree to negate her effect. So there is that. Or he could go about this in the more roundabout way, where he would attack into it. So we're gonna see. He played Ariana but did not trigger its effect. That is fascinating. So he will return a monster to the hand and bounce one of my own. That is unfortunate. Let's see. What? Returning that to the hand. That is fascinating. Okay, cool. We're gonna bait out your use of that with this. You should have targeted that instead, opponent. Good god. Now we're just gonna negate and not give you any further advantage on board. You're gonna have to work with whatever it is in your hand. Okay, sure. I mean, that's to be expected. prompting it out. Because he again, he should have bounced Desiree, you know, went for something cleaner, but I guess he was. I don't know what's in his hand, so we're gonna find out soon enough. Desiree. Oh, this is actually a really unique opportunity. We're gonna negate that, and we're gonna negate this because it's further down the chain anyway. So this is going to do that. There we go. Should I have negated the other Lady of the Labyrinth? Probably, but most of her stuff is like once per turn anyway, so there is that. And yeah, we may have just lost here. Oh my god. Simply because a lot of our... What? He is just passing back. Okay, cool. We may still stand a chance here. Highly unlikely, but we will find out soon enough. And anti-spell fragrance is not exactly gonna help his case opponent. Again, if we manage to get even the oh god, the coffin out, we will be golden here. So excuse me. We're not gonna make him gain any more advantage than he already has, unfortunately. Simply because we will not survive at all. Okay, simultaneous equation cannons. Sure. I mean, he's gonna try to clear whatever it is that I have. Again, I am not smart enough to use this trap card because it involves a lot of math, and I already do enough math with this game. And of course, Hearthstone, but let's see if he does indeed do that. And the two cards that he banished are... oh, he banished 3. So 6, 6, and 3. So that is 15. And, okay, it worked. Okay, sure. We're definitely dead here. Let's move on to the end screen. Okay, we're here at the end screen, and just wait for the new support, guys. Please just wait for the new support. This deck is just, especially the Fiendsmith half. From the stories that I hear, pure Fiendsmith is also surprisingly good. But it works as a mid-range deck, and it's just oops all hand traps and answers. And it can work, but I am not too sure if it will work on this digital platform in specific, because you're gonna need a lot of answers in order to just keep all of the other decks in check. And but otherwise, for the live twin part, the new support is definitely going to give this deck one hell of a boost once it comes around. Definitely, I did not play optimally. I definitely made a few mistakes here and there. Not just a few. I mean, definitely a lot. And definitely sorry for that. I'll definitely try to do better once the new support rolls around. But for now, this video and the previous one are definitely examples of what not to do when playing live twin Fiendsmith. So, if you guys learned from what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles!